Hi.
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 Hello. Welcome to Ask the Ghost, where we ask ghost things. And as you'll see, we have been joined by Katy and Lolly, who play Mary and Kitty in Ghosts. And hopefully you've all just watched episode 5 and hugely enjoyed it. So yeah, one of the big questions that we were asked last time we did one of these is, could you do a Q&A with Katy and Lolly? So we've already answered your first question, which is yes. Here they are. So we'll now ask them some questions. And well, the first one we sort of just started to cover before I pressed record. But Naomi CP1 wanted to know, how did you keep yourself occupied during lockdown, during the last few months?
I was going to turn my phone off loud.
Very pro.
I slept
a bit of painting.
Painting?
A little bit of painting, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not the house.
Not the house.
Actual paintings.
Actual paintings.
Yes, I've seen some of them. They're very good.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bit baking.
Very wholesome.
Very wholesome. And some eating of the baking as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's my favourite bit of it.
Yeah.
And Katy, you've been mainly...
That's it. You're done.
Is that it?
Yeah, you go now, Katy.
Yeah.
You'd like
I've got a great personality. I finished writing my book.
Oh yeah.
I slept a lot.
Yeah.
I worried a lot.
Yeah.
Worried.
And I also did a bit of painting, dabbled in a bit of painting. What else did I do? Kind of rested mainly, I think. I got quite into yoga.
Cool.
I like the fact that worried was on your list, because a lot of people, the list seems to be wholly positive, and I feel like I haven't done it properly. Like I've done lockdown wrong, but I think just fretting is a good part.
Yeah, some elements I've really enjoyed that I'm going to try and maintain. I think my quality of life went up in some ways.
Yeah.
But
you went from being on set with us for like 3 months. So I mean, and it was going to be up from that point anyway.
Yeah. Weren't you guys quite exhausted when filming ended anyway?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I think everyone was looking forward to holiday, but it's weird that to have this prolonged enforced holiday, this government enforced holiday is a bit odd.
I went from sort of happy-go-lucky light comic actor to teacher of 2 small won't be taught anything boys.
Yeah.
Overnight. It was terrifying. It was like fractions. I
mainly embraced I was delighted to spend some time with my son, but then now he's got this weird sort of connection to me that, like, because he was having a lovely time and going out and seeing his mates, and then the day we finished was the beginning of lockdown. So now he thinks I'm the man who stops him going out and seeing his friends, and he's not allowed to go anywhere. In his mind, I must be this weird disciplinarian, where when I'm in the house, you're not allowed to go anywhere, do anything, or see anyone.
Yeah, he'll never forget.
Which is true. Okay, questions, Ben. You've got a...
Yeah, I've got some questions. This is a question for Lolly from @SadieCat876 on Twitter.
How you say that?
And they ask, would you be friends with Kitty in real life?
Kitty the ghost, yes, I would, I think. If Kitty was haunting me, I wouldn't mind too much, as ghosts go.
Right.
If she was a real person, I don't think we would be friends. I don't think we have similar enough interests. And she wears a corset every day.
Right.
And I have no interest in doing that. So
yeah.
This is longer than we lasted, actually. I was expecting that the corset would come up sooner. I know we all have varying degrees of costume and makeup that we're put through, but the one thing I'm really thankful for is I don't have to wear the corset.
Yeah, I can't work out who's got it worse, you or me. I mean, it's definitely you.
Well, I mean, once Robin stuff's on, it's kind of really comfortable.
Yeah, you're actually very comfortable.
Yes, it's a pain for the first
Yeah.
2.5 hours of the day, but then it's fine. So
Yeah.
I want to say you, but I don't want you to stop doing the show, so I'm going to say me.
No, but I think it feels better when people tell me how hard it must be being me.
Yeah.
That makes it more bearable.
Well, stick with that. It must be awful being you.
Yeah,
it is. Not generally. It must be great.
Oh.
Which leads on to another question. Jemmy O. Mima, I think that's right. Since Kitty's always smiling and generally being happy, do you get away with laughing a lot during filming?
I don't know if I get away with it. I definitely do it. Yeah, I think I actually corpse more when I'm not Kitty. I think I corpse more when I'm like a plague victim. That's the times that I can remember corpsing more.
Yeah.
I think Kitty's like laughing and joking a lot of the time, but she's also just more kind of like wide-eyed.
Yeah.
And like wouldn't really understand a lot of the jokes that I'm corpsing about. Yeah. So I think actually it's actually a lot harder, Jemmy.
Once again, you're really put through the ringer.
Yeah, because I've got to laugh at the exact right moments. Yeah. So, yeah.
No, I think because we tend to do the plague victim stuff the last couple of days, everyone gets a bit demob happy. And you go to a bit of a strange place. Well, I mean, one, you go to the basement, but also psychologically you go over there.
Yeah.
I have a question for Katy from somebody called Notes from the Funderground. Do you think Mary ever addresses the trauma of her witch trial?
Can I have the question again, please?
Yes, you may.
Cut out a bit then.
Do you think Mary ever addresses the trauma of her witch trial?
No, because I suppose then we wouldn't have the joke of
brilliant answer.
Constantly no, because I guess it's the thing she's always got to react to, isn't it?
Well, damn, we need to do some rewrites.
Yeah, yes, we do.
She's right. Now she says it, she's right.
Well, like she begins to open up about it a little bit more, doesn't she, in this series, without saying too much. I feel like I like the sort of mystery of it.
Yeah.
That you don't know too much about it, I think. But I think medieval people probably didn't have a sense of like trauma and traumatic processes. So I don't think
pretty much everything was trauma, wasn't it? I mean,
you wouldn't know how to unpack her PTSD, would be my guess anyway.
Yes. Quite nice though that the trauma victim doesn't feel the need to unpack her trauma for other people's.
Yeah, she's quite merry about it.
Yeah, it's a very astute point that we're making there.
No, you're right. You are both clever.
But in context, like you say, Ben, it would have seemed like she actually had quite a good innings. She lived to her 30s.
Yeah, she did.
All right, you know.
Yeah, she made it past 7. Everything else is a kind of a bonus, really. That's what it is, 3.
Yeah, she was one of 25 or something, and she's the eldest.
It's a good point. It's a good point though that the trauma, she's not bothered about finding out about it. It's the other ghosts around her are interested.
Yeah.
But she's kind of quite happy to sit there with the.
My trauma is not your entertainment. That's what she says.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
I feel like
Mary's going to have a lot of hashtags in Series 3.
Get ready if you're a fan of hashtags.
I feel like I'm hosting one of those magazine shows where you have to really awkwardly jump between topics.
Yeah, I mean, it is that.
Now then, baking. But I'm going to do one of those. Elizabeth Maloney had a food club related question for you both, which is, if you became a ghost, what foods do you think you would miss the most? What would be your food club item? If you?
That's good. I was going to turn everyone up for this bit.
Chocolate.
Yeah. I know it's not an exciting answer, but mine would probably be the same.
Yeah, if you want to instill it into one thing, it's going to be chocolate.
I'd miss pasta.
Really? Mine would probably be crisps.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd say all of them.
I'd hear that. I mean, I'd miss food.
Yeah, definitely. This would be one of these things, we could do this for an hour And anything any of us said, you'd go, oh yeah.
Do the ghosts ever express hunger? They don't, do they?
They've got, I think they have a yearning.
A bit about it, yeah.
I think they have that kind of hunger that I have in real life, which is like, it's not hunger, it's just, I want to eat that thing that's nice.
Yeah.
There's not actually hunger. There's the bit...
mouth hunger rather than stomach hunger.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mouth hunger.
Yeah.
Still salivating, but not from your stomach.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Okay. Here's another question for you both. This is from @KingofFools. If you had to choose one ghost from the show to haunt your own houses, which one would you choose?
Oh, that's good.
That's me fluffing my hair out.
I think I can like tick off the ones that it wouldn't be.
Right.
It wouldn't be Lady Button.
No.
It wouldn't be the captain. I'm really sorry.
No, it's a bit much.
Yeah, I mean he's a stick in the mud, isn't he?
It might. Well, I think I would find Pat quite creepy.
Oh.
I think he's too nice, and I would find it like I would almost prefer a scary ghost. I think.
Right.
Hello there.
He's too sweet and like lovely that I'd be like, "What are you doing here?" It wouldn't be Thomas because he's too sad. I think it'd probably be Mary.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
But she wouldn't get too like up in your business.
Yeah, in your grill.
Take herself off for hours at a time and just sort herself out. She wouldn't be in your face all the time.
She's quite self-contained.
Yeah.
Self-contained. It's a bit like a cat. Self-contained.
Or a small flat.
Flat. From a practical point of view, I was just thinking, if I ever, maybe the plague victims, because of location, if they were in the cellar, if I ever had enough money to have a house, B, a house with a cellar,
right,
and if I'd just never go to the cellar, it would be like, it'd be manageable. But I think I'd pick Kitty, because it would be like sort of having a kid. It would be... Yeah,
that's true.
It would be... I feel like Kitty, you could just like throw a ball or whatever, or something shiny, and she'd be really... You're not a menace. You're not malicious.
Quite needy though as well.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I like it.
We did have a question asking whether or not you thought Kitty and Mary would be friends, but I think that's kind of answered that. Probably. Yes. I think
they're the closest out of the group.
Yeah. Well, I think they
understand. What do you mean if they were alive?
Well, yeah.
In real life.
Oh, I see. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I think we started to naturally, sort of going through when we were writing, and I know it happens a little bit more in series 2, we started to naturally kind of pair you up in certain episodes. I suppose because the two of you get on so well. It's not whether or not that was conscious or not we were doing it. But I know there's a couple of episodes where you're sort of sent off on your own little...
I think they get on as a pair the best out of the group.
Yeah. I think it's a really easy dynamic when we go off, isn't it? Like...
They're both very understanding of each other.
Kind of the same reaction to everything.
They're actually a lot more similar than you think.
Yeah, it's weird because Kitty's a real...
I think that's because we have stock reactions though as performers, and we just like have 1 of 5 reactions.
Right.
But we think are funny.
Well, you're normally right. I mean,
like just big eyes. And then do something weird with your hand and then run out.
One of us whispering anything to the other one, and then the other one screaming with laughter.
Yeah,
I'd love to see that in the best shot.
I think it's probably telling that there's most of the time when there's an ad lib from either of you, normally it's kind of used in its entirety. It's very natural that all of the stuff with Mary's Wicker and milking the cow monologues, I mean, they were barely lines in the script. Every drop that we got ended up in the edit.
20-minute.
Yeah.
Edinburgh show by the end.
Well, actually, we had a question about that. I'm trying to think. Who was it who asked? Oh, that was it. Mia Chris wanted to know, Katie, if you've ever actually made a wicker basket or milked a cow.
No.
No.
Neither. Actually, wicker basket.
No, I own 10 cows.
No.
I think about it.
Wicker basket, no. Although recently I was in Garforth in West Yorkshire recording a podcast, and I was on a working farm, and they had it was like a sort of replica teat and cow where you could have a go at milking. It was all kind of plastic but felt quite realistic.
The old replica teat.
So you milked an imaginary cow.
Well, it had liquid in it, and there was a pump pumping the liquid back into the plastic cow's arsehole.
Wow.
Whoops.
So, sorry.
Okay. I mean, that's what happened. You can only say what you saw.
Are you sure it was Are you sure it was a replica cow?
Yeah, because that's not how cows work. That's not how milking cows work.
Did it only work if you did it the proper way?
Is this not something else?
There was a woman there sort of saying, look, this is the technique, have a go, see if you can milk this cow.
Thing.
It was meant to be a fun thing for kids to do.
Sure.
I was with Liam Williams, funny enough.
Oh, okay.
He's from Garforth, isn't he?
Yeah.
That answer is better than I could possibly have hoped for. As soon as you said sort of about an artificial cow teat, I mean, I don't know who the manufacturers are of this, but I'd like to think they're really in the money, that they hit a rich seam.
I have a good question for you.
Okay.
For you both.
From you?
Finally.
No, this isn't from me. This is from Anosh. We know they've all seen Friends, but what do you think your ghost's favourite TV show would be? And that goes to both of you. Lolly first.
Tricky. So any...
What's Kitty's...
I haven't actually seen it, but I feel like she would really like Drag Race.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, she would.
She would love the costumes, the makeup, the drama.
Yeah.
It's actually fun. We started to play around with this a little bit in the writing of series 3. There's a couple of times it's come up. Not the Drag Race bit, but
doing a show. Kitty doing
no,
a show.
well, just what they've been watching on telly.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's quite obvious, it's quite easy with certain characters. Like the captain would always watch war documentaries, of course.
Yeah.
And probably things about mountaineering.
And Lady Butterman would watch Downton Abbey.
Right.
Yeah, big time.
Right.
Antiques Roadshow. Watch anything on BBC 4.
Watch.
You'd probably like Antiques Roadshow, Mary.
Yeah, it's quite difficult. I feel like she's quite eccentric. Like if she's of anything, she just like consider it.
Yeah, I think she'd watch anything.
I enjoy the news.
yeah.
But I think
a program that's lots of little programs about things that are happening.
Yeah, I think she'd enjoy things to do with when she was alive. So like, like botanical things or cooking. Like I think she'd like Bake Off.
Yeah.
She'd enjoy like anything to do with like herbs.
Making stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Maker.
Herb shows. Like all the herb programs.
There's so many to choose from.
Those famous herbs. Well, Gardener's
the
Custom Time.
BBC series.
The dream show would be like an apothecary reality TV, but set in an apothecary.
That's your dream show.
I think she'd like anything with Monty Don in it.
Oh yeah, she would like him. She would like him.
Hello, everybody. It's all going to be okay because I'm Monty Don.
Quite outsidey stuff she'd like.
Yeah.
I think she'd also like Mission Impossible as well.
That program where the do up that big castle in France. She'd like that.
We found this when we started talking about it. She's one of the characters, if you say anything, you kind of go, yeah, if you went reruns of Crossroads, you go, yeah, actually, she probably would.
Yeah. I think she'd like Selling Sunset.
Yeah.
The bit when she becomes a director and she's like, thanks so much, everyone. And then she gets really into it. I think she'd get into anything. Yeah. Selling Sunset, she'd be like, I wouldn't sell that house I think that house is overpriced.
Actually, we should probably explore. I'd love to see Mary reacting to adverts. I think
Yeah,
that would be fun.
She comes up and says, "Buy a Mars bar," and she'd go, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, she's quite unfazed, isn't she?
Yeah, she's uncomplicated.
She's like seeing it through her filter. Yeah, love it. Love that.
Another magazine show link here. Anyway, so Disco Molly, not to be confused with other Mollys, asks, have either of you ever seen a real ghost, and do you believe in ghosts?
Not seen one. I sort of believe in them and I sort of don't. I'm not really sure. I don't want to say no, but I also have not seen one and don't really believe the programmes that...
No. I mean, most of the programmes I've seen about ghosts are very...
Yeah, but then I sort of, if someone told me that they'd seen one, I think I'd believe them.
Yeah, similar. I've never seen one. I absolutely love hearing about people's experiences. Love it when it's from someone really rational.
Yeah.
I because I completely believe them, and I find it fascinating. I really want to believe, but I
think I'm the same.
I think they just probably do exist.
I mean, I read a really great book recently that had some really interesting theories about it. I mean, it was really great. It was like a journalist, I can't remember his name, but he decides to kind of, just look, if he kind of decides in this really rational way to investigate whether he thinks ghosts are real or not, but kind of treat it like it's a very serious subject. He's a complete skeptic, and it's really great because everything is but then this one thing happens that's so terrifying, and he can't explain it, and that was quite scary. It depends who's telling the story, I think.
No, I think I'm the same. In writing this, as soon as you try and investigate the reality and the physics and all of that, it completely falls apart. So I don't think it can be true. But like you say, every now and then you just have a really normal, rational, sensible person tell you a story that just completely transfixes you, and you go, oh, wow, explain that. Yeah.
You've got one. I've just remembered.
Yeah, but I'm not so rational or sane.
Okay.
So it's probably good. But yeah, no, I was pulled over, not off. I was pulled over in a toilet, in a Bristol hotel by an unseen thing. But I don't.
By a ghost?
Well, I was physically pulled over, but there was
I thought you meant in a car.
No. Oh, I see what you mean. Like a ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Suddenly disappeared. No. I was washing my hands in the toilet, and I was wearing a rucksack, and it was like, the little handles on the back of the rucksack. It was like someone grabbed that and pulled me off my feet.
Oh yeah.
In the room. So
spooky.
Yeah, but I don't think of that as a ghost story.
Just after someone, so I think it's really common after someone dies to see someone, and I feel like you're just so used to seeing them, and the emotion is so intense that it's like a hallucination.
Yeah,
I think that's quite common.
Yeah,
it feels like you're conjuring it with your mind because you're so used to seeing it. It's like an imprint in the air. Like, I see that person all the time.
I think I'm right in saying that my nan used to think that she saw my granddad's underpants on the line.
Wow.
Which is kind of silly and really sweet. But she was I think quite convinced of it.
There's loads of stuff that like really sticks in your brain that you don't even realise is happening. Because I remember in the beginning of lockdown, I had a dream, and in my dream there was no coronavirus. And I was like, interesting that my brain is still in the past. And then I tweeted about it, and someone replied to my tweet saying that they had a mole removed. They had like a really big mole when they were 13, and they had it removed. But whenever they dream, they still have the mole.
Wow.
So it's like some things just like are really important to your brain, I guess, or to subconscious, even if they're not IRL. So the underpants are probably quite important.
I knew someone who was a twin, but the other twin had never survived childbirth. I think it was that she didn't actually know that was the case initially, but she used to have dreams where she was always a twin.
Wow.
Yeah, which was, you know, so that was something that through her life she'd never experienced, but yet weirdly in this sort of dream state.
I just read I read a novel, which that was the plot. Funnily enough.
Oh, okay. Maybe I just read a book. Well, I mean, it doesn't sound like me.
You're a pretty original guy.
Yeah, but you know, equally, I'll just read a book and just nick it.
Yeah.
Well, either I know someone's going to
I'm a
happen.
couple of copy and pastes away from a lawsuit myself.
Ben, do you have une question? Oh. And we have one moment.
You're on mute, Lo.
I'd like to think that Ben's taking an important call from his agent. So I will.
No, I'm not. There's for whatever reason, there's a guy on my road just revving a motorbike. So I muted myself. So
that is me, and I apologise for that.
Here's a good question from Chief Powell, or Chief Powell. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, so I apologise. As there is a large crossover between Ghosts and Stathlet's flats, which character from Stath would be best suited to an appearance in Ghosts and vice versa?
I mean...
And just...
Well, we've got 9 minutes left. I mean, I think any of them.
What's Stath's dad's name again?
Vassos, the character.
Yeah, I think Vassos would be good in.
Yeah.
He'd be very much not. He'd definitely be able to see them as well.
There is, of course, a potential further crossover from that universe. Making its way to us in series 2, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
Which I don't know whether or not we're allowed to talk about, but I mean, you know, there you go. There's a small.
There's something.
Another person.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
I mean, I auditioned for Stath, but I mean.
For the part of Stath.
Yeah.
You just found out that you didn't get the part.
I just found out I didn't get it.
For my part.
No, that was the first time I met our lovely director Tom. It was a lovely audition, and I got to sit with Jamie, and it was one of the
people in a house,
just one of the other estate agents. But I think I don't know. I just really enjoyed hanging out with Jamie and improvising with Jamie. I couldn't stop laughing, and that's probably why I didn't get the job.
I got the part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ben.
Well done to me.
No, it's it's a glorious show.
I had a question here that came in from various people, Jarina, Sarah Hobin, I think there were others, who were asking if you could choose a building that you could be stuck in as a ghost, what building would you be in?
Oh, that's good.
That's a good question, actually.
It's good, but also hard.
I think I know, but you guys go first.
Oh, I don't know.
Could it be a shopping centre?
It can be anything you like. This is a great joy of it.
If it's a shopping centre, can it be the whole thing?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, sure. Yeah. But then you can't buy anything
like a Westfield.
So it goes that frustrating.
Taking it too literally.
Westfield might be nice.
Yeah, you get to see a lot of people.
People spending. I was thinking because I can't eat or drink or buy anything. Like maybe just a nice view is all I'm interested in. And some quiet.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Stonehenge.
Well, it's good you don't need to worry about temperature or the rain or anything.
Oh yeah, Niagara Falls.
To live outside.
That'd be good. Maybe the Colosseum.
Oh yeah. All right.
Ben Wilbond.
I'd like to be just stuck in a really nice library.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, that's probably the winner.
Just really quiet, just quiet.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
And a few books left open.
Library would be amazing.
It'd be cool to be in like the Roundhouse, or like a cool venue.
Yeah.
And you could see
that's true. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's a good answer.
The Royal Albert Hall.
The Royal Albert, the ghost that stalks the halls of the Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah, no, I'm going to steal yours. I think library is excellent.
I would like to, specifically the Radcliffe Camera in Oxford.
Nice.
Which is the most beautiful library.
I think I enjoy the energy of sets so much. I think I'd quite like to haunt a film.
The energy of what?
The energy of what?
Set.
Sets. Oh, right. Sorry, yes.
I enjoy the energy of sets so much.
I too enjoy the energy of
you know
sets.
how much I love sets.
Love it. That's great.
When we shot Bill, one of the
What did
you say?
That could mean so many different things. The energy of sex.
Oh God, that's gonna be the title of your autobiography.
Yeah.
I don't care where I am, as long as there's sexual tension, I'll hold it.
I guess I want to desert island as long as there is sexual tension.
I want to own a sex shop.
Oh yeah, I want to live on the island, but is there someone else there? Because without someone else, there's no sexual tension. No, I remember when we did Bill, one of the essays, the extras was and was really, really good, to the point that people were going, you know, that guy's fantastic and knows exactly where to look, and, you know, finding his light and everything. And it turned out that he was like a focus puller, a retired focus puller.
Wow.
With like Ray Harryhausen and Kubrick and people like that, and just loved being on set, loved the energy of sets.
Wow.
He then, when he retired, became an SA so that he could. So, you know, so it's not. Cool. It's a weird answer, but it's not that weird.
No, it's good. It's good.
If you could take, this is from Ella's Rhapsody. If you could take anything from set home, what would it be? Is there anything in the house that makes you go, ooh?
Quite a lot of nice furniture.
Yeah.
Thought you were going to say me.
Me?
Me? What?
You're me.
Kits in the house.
Nice rugs. Take out the dead rat that died in the corridor.
I was really trying to take the piano, and then I think it turned out that it was a possibility that I was sort of like, oh, wouldn't it be amazing to have this? And they were like, oh yeah, well, we had to buy this for the production, so you could just buy it off the production. And then I was like, oh no, it's suddenly become real, and I can't and there's nowhere to put it. And no, I just like the idea of being able to take it. I don't want to. I can't. Yeah.
You want to be off it.
I take the writing desk in the library.
Oh, that's
I like that. Good answer.
Really love that desk.
Yeah.
I'd probably take the catering.
Caterers.
Caterers.
We probably only have time for one more question, Ben.
One more.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pick it. I'm just going to do a little random. Here's a good one from Izzy. If you could have the power of any ghost, such as Julian moving objects or Robin with the lights, what would it be? Well, you've just mentioned that two powers. This is the captain. All the captain has is bossiness. What would it be as a ghost? Your power.
The burning's quite good.
It is.
Well, just to smell of burning, or to be able to.
Yeah, making other people smell burning.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. You could freak out so many people in the library.
Yeah. I would freak out much more at that than at a light flickering.
Yeah.
Light flickering.
Well, you know.
I think moving on.
If I really did a number on you, I reckon I could freak you out with the light.
Sure. I apologise. I take it back.
I mean, maybe to be able to speak.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Ever practical, Katie. I'd like to be heard.
Well, then you could sort of, you could have an impact on someone's. You could change events.
Yeah.
Might be useful.
Yeah.
I'd like to be able to be seen, but only if I did a really weird thing. Like I could only be seen if I was hopping, so that people would just be like,
"Wow,
guy, there's a really ridiculous ghost in there. It's always on one leg."
I think I'd just like to be able to make somewhere really cold, just to freak people out.
Wow,
it's so cold in here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think our time with these lovely people is up.
That's it.
Thanks so much for coming and asking. Answering some questions. And sorry about all the sets talk.
These are my knees, by the way.
Really good. I'm glad you brought that.
Dogs or legs.
Coming out. like I was flashing you all.
Oh my God.
Right.
Well, thank you.
Right.
Nice
to
talk
see you guys. Speak to you soon.
Thank you so much.
Lots of love. Bye, everyone.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Lovely to see everyone.